Good morning, everyone. Well, I guess it's not really the morning, but due to my sleeping schedule, afternoons have recently been my mornings. I started a job at a coffee place, which has been really nice. Since the coffee place is located in a giant food court, which also has a bar, it gets pretty noisy, and I work the late shifts. So it fits my lifestyle. I've always been sort of a night owl and a vampire, so it works. I've been working on predominantly music stuff in my off time. In fact, the last break I had, I even got to watch a few movies, my other hobby and interest. So, sorry if it's been a little bit of time, but I'm back. I got an interesting coffee today. Before I go into this is one of my favorite roasters in Oklahoma City, and probably one of my favorite roasters in my limited view of all time. They are called EOTE, Ends of the Earth. And I'm pretty sure they started as a roaster and then got their own coffee shop in downtown Oklahoma City. Really slick place. As you can see, the design is really neat. I love the blue and then the font they use. And their packages are really running out of descriptions here. They're really eloquent, excuse me.
You fucking moron!
But I've always loved their coffee. Their espresso has been fantastic. I've had one of the best cappuccinos in my life there. Love the service there. I mean, it's just all around a place I enjoy going. Not only for the coffee, but for the atmosphere. Now, that being said, this is a strange coffee. This is a very strange coffee, actually. It goes above and beyond your dad's coffee. It's bitter. Some older folks who like their coffee like that. Okay, you like your coffee black, maybe. You like the more robust flavors. But do you like molasses in your coffee? Do you like rawhide in your coffee? And here's the weirdest one. Smoke. That's one of the flavor notes. Molasses, smoke, and rawhide. Due to some hand pains I've been having recently in my plucking hand as a bass player, I've been going a little bit light on the pour-overs. What do I use? Well, I've been using I believe it's Bunn, B-U-N-N, my Bunn coffee drip maker. I've been using the Hardy ratio of 25 grams, and I'm using ounces this time instead of grams to grams like I usually do. Use 25 grams to about 12 ounces, because if I don't, the coffee's usually a little bit too watery. So, for this roast in particular, had to take it a little bit down. I had to use 20 grams to about 13, 14 ounces of water. So as you can tell, I've had this coffee before, and I've been trying to perfect it. Because with pour-overs, you have to be really careful. Different solubles extract at different times. You may make your coffee with, let's say, has caramel, chocolate, and grape in it. Well, you may make it to where you taste chocolate more over than grape or caramel because of maybe your agitation, maybe it was under extracted, you didn't get all the solubles extracted properly, whatever. You can troubleshoot that and get away with it. This coffee, if one thing is off, man, in a pour over, it's pretty crazy. So I've settled for drip. How does a drip of this taste? Third, fourth, fifth time's the charm? Well, it's not as ungodly strong as it was before. And that's crazy if I'm saying coffee's too strong. So I like my coffee fairly strong. I can handle it, I'd like to think. This pinches your tongue. I mean, man. And it's very airy too. It's I guess that's where the smoke comes in. And don't get me wrong, I love weird flavor notes, but smoke, man, that's trippy. Here's another difficult thing. I haven't tried a whole lot of molasses either, so I can't really detect that. Rawhide, I really don't know what rawhide tastes like either. It's so much to the point that I'd say it's a step above on the robust scale. It is robust, but it's also very sharp. It's not citrusy. It's not floral. This is about the darkest roast I think you could have. But Sumatra. Well, usually when I think of, African coffees,
Indonesian. It was Indonesian.
I think of coffees that are fruity and floral. This is about the most opposite. If you are yearning at home for a coffee that is just, not only does it, kick your butt with the caffeine content, but it like just the taste alone wakes you up. This is the one. This is the coffee. I mean, it's almost too bitter for me. Look at that, folks. I don't know if you can see that, but the sun's kind of shining off of them. They're just extremely oily. Well, you're probably all wondering, do I like this coffee? I've yammered enough about it to the point, where you're probably wondering. Well, I mean, you don't sound exactly thrilled about it. I'll tell you this. It isn't my favorite coffee. It's probably the least favorite coffee I've had from EOTE. But I do enjoy the challenge it brings me. I mean, when you really think about it, if I were to make a show where I try coffee and I talk about flavor notes and, if I like it or not, well, most of my reviews have been positive. This is a little bit hard to do. So I think I'm enjoying the fact that I have at least one review that has challenged me and has kind of put me on the tightrope as of whether I like it or not. And I'd say this is leaning towards the less favorable. I don't hate it. I don't cherish it, and I don't hate it. It's more bitter than espresso, honestly, because espresso, you can still have a little bit of, it's a little bit of light in it sometimes. This is so much more bitter than that. It's a weird one, man. Thank you guys so much for watching.